Good morning. Today we are going to finish up talking about tints and shades. What is a tint? It is when you add what color to, say, red. What color do you have to add to red to make a tint? That's right, white. And if I wanted to make a shade, what color would I add to this red? Black. Black makes shades. Tints adds white. Okay? So we're going to do just a little landscape. A landscape means that this is going to be of outside, a big area, not a face or people necessarily, but an outside area. And so I got a little outline for you guys. These are called concentric circles. They get bigger from each other. And we're going to do some work with crayons, not paint today, since I've been using a lot with paint. And we're going to be working on making some shades and tints with just crayons and pressing harder or pressing lighter. So, do I need to press harder or lighter if I want to make my darkest shade? I need to press as hard as I can. So I'm actually going to start on the outside. This inside circle is going to be white. That's my lightest tint of all is white. So I'm going to press really hard on this outside layer. I can't even see. Once again, it's okay if we get a little bit on the table. I'm not heartbroken. I just chose to do red. You can choose any color, but I want you to pick one color. Don't do this layer red and then the next one green and then the next one blue. We're picking one color for today. So I'm pressing as hard as I can and filling this in. Alright, the next layer we're going to press hard, but not as hard as we just did, because we want it to be our next darkest. So I'm going to press hard, but not quite as hard. And fill in this whole next circle area with my same red. I started out dark and I'm getting a little less hard with my pressing. I want you to feel the difference between the different values. That's the word for colors that are lighter or darker. The lightness and darkness of a color is a value. So this is a slightly lighter value. This is slightly lighter than this one. Oof, my hand's already kind of hurting though, but I'm going to work through it. It's okay. It's worth it. Notice how Miss Rosell's always turning her paper. I'm sorry. There we go. Alright. Turning it makes it easier to get different angles. Whew, so I got that whole area done. You can tell the difference between this area and this one. This has a little bit more white in it. So I'm going to press even lighter. Ooh, and I might even have to peel off some of this paper. And that's okay. Don't try to peel off the whole paper. Just peel off a little bit. And put it right there. Don't put it back in the bucket. Put it on this table. And then we can throw it away after class. So I want to make sure this looks lighter than this color. Doing our whole part of our circle. And I want to see who can do the best job of having all of these look like different values. It's really easy just to scribble all across and make them look all the same. But this is a really good coloring skill of getting different values. Even lighter here. And I'm going to save my absolute lightest for that middle one. Or this one is going to be my absolute lightest. So this is my second lightest. Oof. It's going to be hard to get lighter than I am right now. We'll see how we do, though. Alright, now my absolute lightest layer right here, and my full circle is going to be white. Alright, pretty good. I like to cross hatch, go two ways, so it's not just one. My lines aren't just going like that, so I go horizontal too. Alright, I feel like I can tell the difference between each layer, each concentric circle. When you have done that part, woo, shake out the hand, shake it out, shake it out. Now you can draw whatever you want in this bottom area. I think I am going to draw a tree with black. So it's a landscape, so you can, maybe I'll draw a town. Maybe I'll make this look like Van Gogh. This is kind of looking like Van Gogh. I can fill in this area. Because this is called a silhouette. That's why I'm using black now. This is a silhouette. So I'm going to draw this tree here. The tree just has a straight kind of rectangle up, and then lines that go off. 1, 2, 3. And I'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll just do 1, 2 over here. And you keep on doing that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and either 2 or 3 for each little point. And it makes kind of a cool looking tree. And some of them just end at some point. Notice I'm pressing hard to cover up, and now I've got a pretty good tree. I'll put a little branch right there. If I wanted to put other details, I could put a house. Maybe there's a person sitting underneath the tree. They're reading a book. Maybe they're looking through a eyeglass at the stars. Aww, cute. I like it. So I think I'm good. There's always more details you can add. Maybe there's bats flying around. Maybe Spider-Man is swinging through the air. Add whatever details you would like. And of course, write your name on the back. And this is what we're going to do today. If you finish early, I do have a little project for you to do. But this is basically our last tint thing before we move on to other areas of learning. There's a lot of other cool projects we got coming up, but I want to do our last thing, make sure we could color with tints and not just paint, because coloring is very important too. And if you know how to press harder and press lighter at different levels, it makes your drawings look way more interesting and way more realistic with depth. Alright, let's get started.